Hi guys, I'm Megan Brightwood and welcome to my channel, or if you're a returning viewer, then hi, nice to see you again. I'm so glad that you're back. And if you haven't already, certainly take a moment to hit that subscribe button and notification bell down below so that you know whenever I post a new video. I do post on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so there's been a lot of content going out, and if you don't want to miss anything, then subscribing is going to be your best bet. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, but still along the same lines as a lot of my knitting content. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite hand knit toys to make. So before I get too far into this video, I do want to just quick mention that for some reason my kids seem to be very hard on their toys, and I do try to talk to them about how you have to be gentle with your things or you're going to break them and then we can't play with them anymore. And just really try to get them to respect their things. But I don't know if it's just that they're still pretty young, or maybe I just have to keep going at it until they get it, or maybe there's another way to go about teaching them how to respect their things. And if you have any ideas, please let me know, because I am struggling with that. I don't know. Maybe it's just that they're young yet. I honestly have no idea. So I did want to just mention that, because the toys that I'm going to be showing you that I have hand knit ready to go are very well loved. So if they look a little bit, I don't know, worse for wear, that's why. So let's just hop right into this. The first one that I wanted to share with you, I think that this is one of the first toys that I knit for Charlie, and it's this little guy. It's from the Backyard Bandit set by Barbara Prime, and it's actually a pattern with 4 different toy patterns in it. So there's this badger, there's a fox, a deer, and I believe a raccoon. So there are a ton of little guys in that pattern, but I decided to make this badger, and we decided to name him Glenn. Glenn is my dad's name, and when my brother and I were growing up, my dad would always tell us that we had to stay away from little holes in the ground and everything, because there was a badger living in there and it was going to get you. So since then, we've always thought of badgers as kind of my dad's mascot. So I had to make a little badger for the kids, and he is so cute. He is so pilled up and loved, but we really like him. And his actual the embroidery on his nose, I had to repair that because it kind of fell apart. But anyway, yeah, he is very, very well loved. I think he's made out of a Patton's yarn, but I can't remember which one. So I don't really have a lot to give you. Now, don't quote me on this, but I believe that he is worked flat, so there's a ton of seaming, but he really did turn out very, very well. There's the whole body, and yeah, like I said, my kids really, really love him. I want to make more of these little guys, but yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it quite yet. So I do want to finish the whole set. I just haven't gotten there. The next little toy that I wanted to share with you is completely Evelyn's. It is actually a special toy to her, and if anyone else has it, she kind of freaks out a little bit. It was a little touch and go to actually even have her in this video, but this is from the Nilla the Cupcake, or Nilla the Cupcake, Nilla the Unicorn pattern by Rachel Borello Carroll, and my daughter named her Cupcake. That's why I got tongue-tied there. So we've had Cupcake for a little while here, and Evie loves her. She's made out of a Cascade 220 yarn, and I used the white colorway and then just a lilac sort of color here, a little bit of yellow, and then the mane and tail were actually out of scrap yarn that I had. I think that this little blue here is Madeline Tosh yarn, and then I've got some from Hobby Lobby here, some undyed Stellina yarn, and yeah, so we just kind of made her a little hodgepodge of yarn. But I did want to kind of go for an almost cotton candy sort of feel for this little unicorn, and I think that it did pretty well. So yeah, Cupcake is a very special toy in this house. She is definitely a little worse for the wear. I think I've mended her tail here a few times. There is, it's actually a knit portion back here that you attach a bunch of yarn to. So it's not like a full, it's not all right here, it's attached. Does that make sense? I hope so. But yeah, so it's a little easier to mend when you need to. But anyway, that is the Nilla the unicorn pattern. We really like it. And now I'm gonna go and return her to Evelyn. So this next project is actually the last one that I have to physically show you rather than putting a picture up on the screen. And it is the First Ball by Mel Clark. It's a very basic project. I think I'd made this one out of a Cascade Eco Alpaca. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. But yeah, very, very basic project. It's worked in the round. You start at one little end, increase, work stockinette for a little bit, and decrease, tie it all up, and that's pretty much it. But I really, really like this a lot. So first of all, it's from Knitting Gifts for Baby. It's a knit pattern book, and I really love all of the patterns that are in there. I think I had a video about that a while back when my daughter Evelyn was born. I had knit a few things from there for her, but yeah, that's why I had this pattern. But the thing that I really like about this is it's squishy, so little tiny hands can play with it. And the other thing that I really like is that my son Charlie, he does the whole walking and he's learning how to talk, and now he's kind of working more on his hand-eye coordination, so he's been throwing a lot more. And this is not going to break anything. It's not going to break any decorations that we have in the house. It's not going to hurt his sister when he inevitably chucks it at her head. So yeah, this has been a really nice little toy to have around the house, and I'm sure this is one of those projects that you could probably figure out how to do without an actual pattern. But like I said, the reason that I had it was because I love the rest of the patterns in that book as well, so figured why not use it. So I have two more patterns that I wanted to share with you, but I don't have them knit up right now, so I'm just going to throw up a picture over here and we'll just go with that. So the first one is an archived pattern from Barocco, and this is the Air Bear. I couldn't even tell you how many times I have knit this teddy bear. It's kind of like a charity bear in that it works up really, really quickly and it's very snuggly and soft. I love that. But because it's also got some shaping to it, then it has a little bit more to it, I guess. So yeah, I love that. You work it in two pieces. So there's a front portion and a back portion. You start at the bottom at the foot and you go all the way up, knit it together, or not knit it together, seam it together, stuff it, and then that's it. It's really, really quick project. Like I said, I don't know how many times I've knit this. I actually did do this for all of the new babies in my MOPS group one year. That was so much fun. But yeah, so that's the Barocco Air Bear. I will probably have this in my pattern collection forever because it's an amazing pattern. I love that. I do want to figure out how to convert it so that it's worked in the round instead of flat, because I'm not huge into seaming, but that's my really only issue with it. So yeah, it's a really good pattern. I like it. I would highly recommend it. So the last pattern that I wanted to share with you, I'm kind of cheating just a little bit because this is actually a crochet pattern, and I don't crochet a lot of toys. The patterns kind of confuse me a little bit, and I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the beginning of the round that really gets me, but anyway, the pattern that I wanted to share with you is basically any of the seasons patterns by Lydia Tresselt. And the one that I have done is the number 4 winter. So it looks like this. I did the little reindeer when Evelyn was just a little baby, and I put a couple jingle bells in it. So it was kind of like a little rattle. Loved it. But I haven't done it since. I do want to make more of these though. I have a ton of mom friends, so this would be a really fun kind of thing to do for their little newborns. I think that'd be really fun anyway. So yeah, I want to start working on this pattern again as well, but the reason that I don't have the little reindeer to show you physically right now is that it's a winter toy, so it's packed away. But anyway, that is going to do it for my favorite knit toys and a little crocheted toy as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, certainly give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos, but I think that that's going to do it. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!